All right, we're live. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone is doing great today. As usual, as all my live streams are, this is incredibly last minute, but I'm flying to Europe tomorrow. I've got a couple of things left to get done today, but I'm kind of ahead of schedule. I'm going to film one more video today, and then I've got plenty of stuff lined up for when I'm in Europe, so there will be no lack of content as long as I get time to edit it in the airport and on the flight, which is what I'm planning. And I'm going to try to get like 2 videos edited tonight. Hopefully a lot of people tune into this live stream and this will suffice for, a day or two until I get over there and I can start getting some other stuff uploaded. So that is the plan. I wanted to live stream and hang out with you guys a little bit though. A lot of you guys have been asking me about both the Ironball and about the 2x12 cab. Huge thank you to Engel for providing the Ironball SE. They actually sent me this amp a long time ago, because as a lot of you guys know, Engel month was originally supposed to be Engel week. And Engel week has turned into Engel month because I just kept acquiring Engel gear to demo here on the channel. And then I never really had time to fit in that much stuff. So, yeah, here we are. We've got a whole month of content. Of course, I'll be sprinkling in a couple of things here and there due to, like sponsored content obligations. Gotta pay bills, gotta meet deadlines, but anything that is not a sponsored video will be Engel related content in the month of August. So I kind of figured it made sense to do an Engel related live stream. So here we are. So gonna say hi to everybody real quick before we get into some of the tones. We've got Sven. What's up, Sven? Sven is here for every live stream. Appreciate you, man. We've got RJ. Live streams are life. I appreciate it. If you guys would, please hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. The more times you guys hit that like button, the more likely YouTube is to actually put this into other people's feeds. So it really does work. It's algorithm magic. Am I gonna visit Engel in Germany? I wish, but no. But if you guys caught my intro video, I'm actually going to Sweetwater to meet up with Jürgen of Engel, who will be out at Sweetwater pretty much right when I get home. Like a week after I get home, he'll be out there. So I'll be making a trip out to Sweetwater to meet him. Hopefully we'll get some content out of that. Not gonna say anything, but yeah, hopefully we can get some content out of that trip. I think we will. It would only make sense. But yeah. Mr. Spillify? Man, I cannot read from this far away from my monitor. What's going on? Hello from France. I will be in France in a couple of days. That's where we're heading. So we are actually going over for 42 Gear Street in Germany with Henning Pauly, but that is not for another week or so. That doesn't start until the 16th, but last year we were going to go. I got the invite last year. And we couldn't go, unfortunately, because my dog his health was failing, and Kaylee and I just did not want to be away from home and, risk having him pass while we were gone, honestly. So we decided to stay home and make sure that we spent as much time as we could with him, and that's what we did. But I said, next year, we will go to Europe. I will take you wherever you want to go, because I've already been to Europe twice. I've been over there on tour a couple of times. She really wants to go to France, so we're going to France. And we're probably going to spend at least 4 or 5 days on there. So, ready for some crunchy riffs? Awesome. Misfit, love the content. Really appreciate it, guys. Seriously, thank you very much for the support. Last couple months have been insane for the channel. Huge growth in the channel. Every video I put out gets a lot of views. Like, it's just views, subscriptions, everything have been up in the last couple of months. That's been bringing me all sorts of opportunities. So I really appreciate all you guys who have been supporting me throughout this time, man. Some of you guys, like John Brown, have been here since the beginning. Sven, you've been here for a really long time. Everybody that's been hanging out, really appreciate you guys. All right, so what else do we got here? Parachute jump into Ireland. Ireland is one of the few places that I've not been over there. Unfortunately, I did the UK and Scotland in 2009. We were supposed to play in Ireland, but it cost way too much to get over there for one show, and we were not going to make our money back. So I already feel called out about not having a 2x12 in my Fireball 25 video. I'm not sure what you mean, but feel free to elaborate in the comments. 3 Bandy Q says, hello from Monterey. How's that ODD? ODD pedal. Sounds just like the OCD pedal. So if you liked the full tone OCD, Warm Audio did a fantastic job in recreating this. I'm going to have a video coming out in a couple of days for that video, or for that pedal as well, through Sweetwater. They've got a big campaign going on with Warm Audio, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. I had a little bit of fun with the intro. It's going to be a little bit different on the intro anyways, but that video is going to be all about how to make your vintage voiced or low gain amplifiers scream like a modern high gain amplifier. So I think a lot of people get some help out of that. Great channel. Hope you try some crate amps. Greetings from Serbia. I've already had a couple crate amps on the channel, my friend. So got a couple more coming as well. When will I come to Sweden and go on coffee with Ola? That would be awesome. It'd definitely be awesome if that were ever a possibility, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Yeah, Ola, he does subscribe to the channel though, and he comments every now and then, which is really cool to me because I love Ola's channel. Seems like a great dude, and I've been following him for a long time, so super, super cool. Do I have any videos featuring Positive Grid? Yeah, I did a video for, what was it? I did an ad for them. For the Bias 2 update, which was actually really cool. And then I did an ad for their one plugin, the Omnis, that had like all sorts of soundscapey stuff built in, and I thought that was really cool too. What's up with Bushido Code? Y'all, music is hard. Thank you, dude. I wish that I had an update for you, but it's been slow going. The last thing we were going to try to do, I was going to try to switch to drums. Our old drummer quit. He was very talented, very solid drummer. I am not as good as him, but with practice, I think I can definitely get to his level. Just haven't had the time to practice consistently because things have been so crazy on my end, so much going on. So appreciate that though. Keep your eyes peeled because I'm not going to let that band die. Me and Derek have been talking about it, and Mike. So we're definitely going to, you know, one day it's going to come back, but for right now, it's kind of on hiatus. At the Source Studios, what's up, dude? Yeah, so for now, we're going to play through the amp for a little bit. What I'm trying to do today, guys, because I'll be 100% honest, trying to raise some money for the trip, I am offering you guys, I'm going to try not to play while I do that, I'm offering you guys the opportunity or the ability or whatever, super chat. If you guys super chat $10, I will grab any guitar out of my collection. I will grab any pedal out of my collection and play it through this rig. So if you guys want to hear a specific boost, if you want to hear a specific guitar or specific pickups, it's all up to you. I'm leaving it up to you guys. The reason that I asked that, just because it's expensive to go over there. So I'm going to be gone. It's going to be a lot of traveling. I'm not getting paid to be at 42 Gear Street. In fact, I have to pay for everything. So it's a really expensive trip altogether, and I'm just trying to make some money back any way I can. So I would really appreciate you guys' support. If you don't want to do the super chat thing, totally understand that. But if you do want to support, down in the description of this video are my affiliate links, Sweetwater and Zounds. I always mention that stuff. So yeah, if you guys want to pick up any new gear, Sweetwater and Zounds are both affiliates with the channel. If you guys purchase anything through those affiliate links, I get a nice little kickback, and honestly, it goes a long way from either of them. So I would really appreciate it. So with that being said, what I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to play with what I have set up. I've got the LTD Phoenix 200 here. We've got a Seymour Duncan distortion in the bridge. We are going into the lead channel on the Ironball. And Green Rhino Overdrive Mark IV. This thing, actually really, really love it. So, yeah, you guys are going to hear. Sounds really good. Going to mute this mic, and then we're going to riff. All right, this is all new to me. Sorry about that. Got the controls messed up there a little bit. Yeah. Who's on? Oh, we got Andrew Baina over on Facebook Live. What's up, Andrew? Brett Conrad still hanging out. So if you guys are hanging, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the super chats. Really appreciate it. Would love to see those keep rolling in with some suggestions. So we've got the other John Brown says, go to the fridge and get a block of cheese. I'm going to do it. All right, block of cheese acquired. This is for you, John Brown. By the way, only true savages eat cheese directly off the block. So remember that. New York sharp cheddar from Aldi is literally my favorite snack, so I'm not mad that you told me to do that. All right. Who else we got? Arthur Gonzalez. Dude, thank you so much, Arthur. You are always supporting the channel. Very much appreciated. Appreciate that super chat. Again, if you guys want me to grab any specific piece of gear to play through this Engel rig, please let me know. Martin Hensley, also, your favorite Engel amp is Fireball. Yours is the Invader. Dude, Martin, I am trying desperately, while I'm going to be gone in Europe, I'm trying to find an Invader 2. I want to find one so bad for Engel month. I definitely want to fit it in with everything that's going on for the month. Do we have no video? Oh, come on. What the fuck? Dude, I swear to God, Sony's heat management on their cameras is absolute garbage. I have never owned a Sony camera that doesn't get hot. Drives me absolutely nuts for these live streams, dude. Low end doesn't sound small. So one thing I will tell you guys, the Engel Ironball, it really doesn't have a lot of low end on its own. It's a very tight, pretty percussive amp. This is the first time I've played this Engel 212 Pro. This thing has a massive amount of low end for a 212 cab. I don't know where I'm looking, where I'm talking. I'm looking at so many different things. I feel like I got a control station going on here. The, the 212 Engel cabinet has a ridiculous amount of low end going on, man. Like, this thing is adding so much girth and so much punch to this amp, which through my, I think I played it through my Engel 412 Pro for my Fireball 25 comparison video. It's a night and day, man. Like, this cab has an absolute massive amount of low end. Really surprised. Sounds really, really good. Definitely not mad about it. But yeah. Can see you now. All right, cool. Yeah, so the Sony cameras, they just are notorious for overheating like crazy. That's exactly what happened. It's not even warm in my room right now, but it's overheating. So, all right, we got another super chat from Dan Pellegrino. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you, man. Thank you guys so much who are dropping the super chats. Seriously, anything you guys give is a massive help for this trip. This trip cost a lot of money, and I really appreciate it. And just trying to make anything back any way I can, while also giving you guys something for your money. So if you guys want to see me play a specific guitar, specific pickup, specific pedal through this rig, just let me know. So all of you who have donated and not asked for anything so far, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the support. He asks, have you checked out the new Fugitive single that came out recently? Blast Furnace has some wicked riffs. I don't know who any of that is, but I will, because you super chatted. I'll check it out. I'll make a note and check it out as soon as I get off of this live stream. Thank you for the suggestion. I actually don't listen to music all that much these days. I'm more of a podcast guy. I kind of am all about gaining as much info as I can. So occasionally I will listen to music, though. I just started listening yesterday to Life's Question because my homie Sean sent me a video or a picture of them over at This Is Hardcore Fest, which is going on in Philadelphia right now. Life's Question, their guitarist has a Mezza Barba M0 Overdrive, which I thought was really cool because those amps, not a lot of them out in the wild, especially for hardcore bands. So really cool that they brought that amp. You guys know I love that thing. But yeah, Life's Question is sick. I'll check out Fugitive. So Much Bite. Played an Engel 412 a while back with a Mezza Barba M0 at like 110 decibels. That's awesome. Yes, that is how these things should be played. Open the battery compartment on your Sony. It should help. Yeah, it's not a... I already have mine open, so yeah. Sorry. I'm going to grab the new Sony a6700. Apparently, it's able to roll for a long time and doesn't overheat often. Yeah, I've got the A7 IV. They said the same thing about that, but it still overheats. It just depends on your situation, I guess. 6700 does look sick, though. All right, so what are my gear podcasts? Man, I haven't really found many gear podcasts that really relate to the high gain stuff. Like, I watch Tone Talk all the time. Love Tone Talk with Dave Friedman and Mark Huzansky, but other than that, I haven't really found anything that really appeals to me. I feel like a lot of it is more like boomer gear, just not my thing, you know what I mean? So if there's more metal or hardcore related gear podcasts out there, please let me know, guys. I'm more than open, more than willing. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. I'm definitely looking for that stuff, so send it my way. I was listening to Knock Loose earlier today. Knock Loose is rad. They are blowing up. I mean, they have been for the last few years, but really lately, I've seen them everywhere. Just bought a Bogner Uberschall Mark II with 6L6 power tubes. Cool amp. It's not my favorite. I will say the Bogner Uber Ultra fixes a lot of what I didn't like about the Rev Blue. Rev Blue is a cool one. It's definitely not bad whatsoever, but yeah, it's a cool one. Suggestions for a great head and cab for a budget guy. I've been playing a long time, 20 years, had and lost many instruments, not too up to date with so many digital things coming out. So great budget head and cab. A great budget head Honestly, the Crate Blue Voodoo sounds awesome for the money. The PV Valve King sounds great for the money. If you guys get a cheap EQ for the loop for either of those, you can really work wonders with them, and a good overdrive in front of either of them, and you can really shape them really well. Jet City amps, especially the JCA 5100, those are going up in price on the used market, but those are still two of my favorite budget options. So that's what I would recommend. And yeah, for cabs, there's all sorts, man. I mean, cabs, you really just have to like find one, right place, right time, because it seems like anything with V30s, everybody knows about it these days, so they're expensive. The Line 6 cabs with V30s are fine. The Crate Blue Voodoo cabs with V30s are awesome. There's some old Ampeg V30 cabs that are awesome. As far as budget cabs, like the only cabs that I know of that you can get at a good price, they come with good speakers, are all V30 loaded, because you don't find many greenback cabs. You don't find many creamback cabs at all, especially in the budget segment. So more than likely, you're going to be looking at a cab with a good set of V30s. And there are a ton out there, man. There's too many to list. But if you look on Guitar Center's website, you can often find stuff at a really good price. So what mic am I using for my voice right now? Actually, thank you for the reminder, John. I got to shout out SE Electronics, because I am using their Dynacaster DCM6. I've used this on a couple videos already. This is their like really affordable podcast mic. I think this thing is like $150, which is awesome because it's a podcast mic, but it's also got their Dynamite circuitry built in. And yeah, it's just, you can boost the hell out of your voice without adding noise to the signal, and the microphone sounds really good for $150. Kind of hard to lose on that. SE Electronics sent me a bunch of mics to try out on guitars and drums and stuff, so you guys are going to be seeing some of that stuff. So yeah, that's the mic. As far as Brent, as far as your question, that blue Schecter that you saw over there, that's Schecter Solo. One of my favorite guitars, actually. I love that thing. That's a Blackjack ATX SLX. It's like their slim line that they made, God, almost 10 years ago. It's an older guitar. It's an older model. But I've had a couple of them, and they're all awesome. This is the one with the full shred pickup in the bridge. Absolutely love that guitar. Unfortunately, it doesn't work right now. It's got a bad input jack, so I got to swap the input jack out, or else I would play it. How often do I work out? Honestly, not as often as I should. I've ran the past couple of days. I usually try, if I'm lifting, I haven't been lifting for a little bit, but I was trying to get back into it, and then life just kind of took over, got too busy. But oh, there goes my camera again, so that's sick. I wish I had a fan to point at it, but I don't. So we're going to have to make do with what we've got. All right, so swapped out the battery for a cold battery, so hopefully that helps out. Hopefully that keeps the camera cool for a little bit longer. V30s for the win. Yes, V30s are awesome. Yeah, so I guess I should probably play something on this Engel amp, because that's what this live stream is for, although I appreciate everybody being here, hanging out, asking questions. You know, I had a guitar too with the Duncan Distortion set. You like the neck pickup, but kind of undecided about the bridge. How do I feel about the set? Absolutely love the Duncan Distortion. It's the pickup that I use in all of my standard amp demo videos. It's the pickup that I was using in this guitar. I've got a few Duncan Distortions across a few different guitars, and it's honestly one of my favorites. It's a good go-to classic pickup for the thrash and hardcore stuff. It sounds incredible. Just bought a Charvel DK24 What are your thoughts on the Charvel guitars, and do I own any? I've owned a few. I've owned a few Charvels. I always want to like them, but like they just have never quite spoken to me. I think they look sick. They feel really high quality, but like every one that I've had just hasn't sounded or felt that great. They don't feel as snappy or percussive, at least the ones that I've had. So yeah, I do want to get whatever the one that Aggiefish just got. It's a signature model. It's a silver burst with a Fishman Fluence in the bridge, anodized black pickguard. That thing looks absolutely ridiculous. I would love to have that guitar. I'm actually thinking about reaching out to Sweetwater in order to get one, do a demo here on the channel, because I don't own any Floyd guitars right now, and I kind of want one for my studio in case anybody wants a Floyd guitar. All right, last question. Engel Ironball SE versus Hughes and Kettner Grandmeister possible. I don't know. It's a really specific video, so probably not something I'm gonna do. I will try to get some Hughes and Kettner stuff on the channel, though. I've tried a couple times and had no luck. But you know, hopefully as the channel grows, it'll present that opportunity. We'll see how it goes. Last, I'm gonna mention one more time, guys. Hit that like button if you would, please. I would really appreciate it. We got 59 likes, 75 viewers. Let's try to get that up to like 100 viewers and 100 likes. Just because, you know, hitting the like button actually does help get this in front of more people. And one more call for you guys out there. If you would like to see me play any specific guitar, any specific pickup, any specific pedal through this rig, $10 super chat, and I will play whatever you guys want. I'm just trying to raise some money for Europe for my trip, and I really appreciate everybody who's donated already. We've already earned like 50 bucks through this live stream, and nobody's even asked me to play anything yet. So if you want to see a specific pedal or a specific guitar, specific pickup through this rig, $10 super chat, tell me what it is, and we'll do it. All right, so here we go. I'm going to put this on mute. We're going to riff a little bit more. All right, one thing I love about this amp, it is dead quiet when you do not have anything going on because of that built-in noise gate. This thing has all sorts of features, like we're playing through this Engel 212 cab right now, but if we wanted, there is a line out where you can totally defeat the power section and record silently directly into your interface. Yeah, man, this thing just does so many things. It does so many things well. Definitely a very modern voiced amplifier. And when you compare it to the Engel Fireball 25, which I will do in a video coming up, I've already recorded it. The Fireball just has more low end and it's a little bit less modern sounding, a little bit more of a traditional voicing, not by a ton, but this one very, very upper mid clanky. And yeah, there goes the camera again. Sorry, guys. Nothing I can do about that. But yeah, so it's just like, let's see if we can we switch over to just like my laptop video? Let's see if we can do that. We'll do that while this thing, while this camera cools down. Video capture device. Come on, baby. FaceTime HD camera. Let's go. There we go. All right, this will be a good placeholder. All right, janky live stream. There we go. All right, it's too far down. I feel like I just need to rest that Sony camera on an ice pack or something when I do these live streams, but I'm still here. So, Arthur Gonzalez, you want the Heritage. Well, check it out. I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to unveil a new guitar right now on the channel, on the live stream. We have not seen this guitar yet. This is the first time you guys are seeing it on the channel. This is my new Heritage Custom Core plain top. So the Custom Core is like their ultra good line, their ultra nice line, you know, good marketing terms, right? This is kind of like technically their like higher end line. So they've got the standard, they've got the Custom Core. This is the Custom Core. This has their own custom Alnico PAF style pickups in it. I will warn you, these pickups are very, very bright, so we're going to have to mess with the tone a little bit, but yeah, this guitar, just insane. Everything that Heritage makes is just ridiculous, dude. I've played 4 of their guitars so far. All 4 have been insane, so. All right. Martin, why is there commercials in my live show? Because YouTube ad revenue is on, and that's how I make a living, my friend. So what did I miss? Somebody was asking about 7080s, 7080, Celestion 7080 speakers. Those speakers are junk, man. I understand trying to make a budget cab, but just look for a good pair of used V30s. Sometimes you can get them for as cheap as like $150 for the pair. It's going to be way more worth your money than those 7080s because nobody's ever going to want those if you try to sell them, and you're going to be out the money. Buy it right the first time. I totally get it, but spend a couple extra bucks, man. Those things are junk. Just trying to help. Get a Elgato face cam for your live streams? No thanks, man. The Sony's way higher quality. I just got to figure out a way to keep it cool. Thank you for the suggestion, though. PRS MT15 overall. MT15 is a great amp, but for me, hands down, Fireball 25 sounds better, but that's my opinion. And that's the great thing about this is we are all welcome to our own opinions. So, anyways, somebody's asking about the Heritage. All the Heritage stuff is not chambered. They are full thickness. You know, they're made like they should be. We'll say that. Full thickness, no weight relief, no 9-hole drilling, nothing. They are very specific about the wood that they buy that keeps the weight down. The standard series is usually a little over 9 pounds, which not terrible. And then the custom core, they keep them under 9 pounds. They select from different wood to give you the custom core stuff. So even though we got a thick neck, got a thick body, no weight relief, it's still under 9 pounds. So, all right. So, here we go. We're going to try this Heritage on this amp for the first time because my man Arthur donated that $10 super chat. If you guys would like me to play any specific guitar, any specific pickup, or any specific overdrives through this Engel, super chat $10 and I will play whatever you want me to. Thank you for the support. All right, so yeah, the Heritage, man, those unpotted pickups, they will squeal, especially if you're sitting right next to the amplifier. But other than that, man, these guitars, these Heritage guitars sound incredible, play incredible. I am a lifelong Gibson guy, hate the company, love the guitars, and like I don't touch my Gibsons now that I have these Heritages. Like I've considered selling a few actually because I just like these guitars better, man. They just feel like a higher quality product. They come from the factory set up, like you don't have to do anything to them. Yeah, love this thing. I like my H150 better still, but that one is just like, that guitar is a special guitar to me, that H150 artisan aged. So Resington, what's up Resington? Thank you for hanging out from your girlfriend's house. What's better than dinner? Chugs. And not chugging alcohol to deal with your girlfriend's family or something like that. I don't know. I'm feeling weird today. Let's talk about weird stuff. Sean says he's digging the vibe of the live stream. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you guys are digging the vibe. Dean Laquifa with the super chat, $5. Why no quad cortex on a long haul? Simplicity ... I don't really know what you're saying, man. I have a quad cortex and I love it. But yeah, I'm not bringing any guitar gear with me because I'm backpacking across Europe for a week until I get to 42 Gear Street. So I'm not bringing any guitar stuff with me. It's going to be a vacation. Henning Pauly in the chat, buddy. This live stream is because of you. Because I'm packing up and heading over to Europe tomorrow, 6 a.m. I'm hopping on a plane and I'm heading over there. So 42 Gear Street, that is the reason that I'm heading over. Henning says, the amp is killer. Don't think it needs any pedals to sound great. Henning, I'm going to shove every pedal that I can find at 42 Gear Street down your throat. I'm going to put every pedal on every amp possible. Just because I can. Because it'll be fun. Love you, buddy. Yeah, this amp is totally capable of sounding great without a pedal. I just like the tone shaping options of adding my own overdrive. You know, that's something I say a lot of the time on the channel. A lot of amps don't need overdrives for me to like the way that they sound, but I prefer using an overdrive in front of most amps because I like the way that it makes the amp react in most scenarios, and I like adding the voicing of that overdrive to the amp, but that's just my personal preference. Henning says, Viva la Heritage. Absolutely. Thank you. I got to thank him. I have this guitar because of Henning. Even though Sweetwater sent me the Artisan Aged H150, Henning hooked me up with Heritage's actual marketing guy, and that's why this custom core is here in my hands. So huge thank you to Henning. Kyle, if I had to choose EVH 5153 Stealth 50 watt or a Fireball 25100, oh, that's tough. I'm still going to go with the EVH just because that 5150 sound is the sound that I've been playing through years. Yeah, I mean, the 5150 is just the sound that I gravitate pretty much no matter what. So nothing against the Fireball. Honestly, I'll gladly play them together, but if I had to choose between the two, 5150. My ride or die guitar, that would be the Silverburst Balaguer Typhon that you guys see in all of my amp demo videos. It's my favorite guitar. That thing rules, super stable tuning, great playability, great sound, and it looks dope. So yeah, that's my number one. Engel Fireball 25 or Mesa Mini Rectifier or Mesa Boogie Badlander. Those are three different amps. If I had to choose between those three, I would probably go with the Fireball 25. It's got good headroom. It's got a ton of low end. It's a great sounding amp. You guys are going to see. I've got a dedicated, or no, I did put the dedicated video out already. I put it out a couple days ago. Love that thing. Resington currently drinking, so Heritage is like Gibson's pretty stepsister who's not allowed to go rock out at the prom. Yeah, man, sure. Pretty stepsister, pretty, yeah, half sister, whatever you want to call it. The Heritage stuff is great. Absolutely love it. Daryl McMillan, just keep rocking the Heritage, man. I'm looking forward to some great content from your trip. Thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Thank you guys, everybody who has donated to the super chat so far. Really appreciate it. For real. Really helps. It's an expensive trip. Trying to make the money back any way I can. Again, if you guys want to hit those affiliate links down below, if you don't have money or don't want to donate to the super chat, those affiliate links make a huge difference for the channel. It's why Sweetwater is able to send me stuff like these Engel cabs for demos for you guys and make that content happen. And, you know, there's also the Patreon. If any of my Patreon dudes are in here, I appreciate you guys very much too. Been trying to keep up with that a little bit more lately, uploading update videos on behind the scenes stuff and everything. But yeah, multiple ways to support the channel. If you do any of them, I very much appreciate you guys. Nope, not touring. Just going over, vacationing a little bit, man. But yeah, I mean, if I was to tour, I think a quad cortex on a board with a power amp would probably be the way that I would do it, honestly. Heritage or a Gibson? Okay, cool. I don't know what you're saying. Just got a TP6 tailpiece and a Schaller roller bridge for my Les Paul. Still need to get a string butler, and the tuning stability is massively improved. That's cool, man. Cool. Glad to hear it. Gibsons can definitely be temperamental with the tuning. Arthur says, I just found out stuff about what we talked about on Bookface last week or so. When you get back, I'll have info and hopefully... okay, yeah. You wanted to buy some guitars off of me. And that's another good thing for me to remind you guys. If you guys want to buy any gear, I have a ton of gear for sale. Literally a ton. Probably 2,000 pounds worth of gear easily. So make sure to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, and you guys can comb through my list of everything I have for sale. Ride or die amp and cab combo. It's boring, but PV5150 and a Mesa oversized 4x12. So that's it. Henning says, no, we go and have Chinese food for Leslie's birthday. Okay, cool, man. I will see you in a couple of days. Thanks for hanging out, Henning. And happy birthday to Leslie, too. Sorry. Do I think I'll ever get an Engel special edition on the channel? You're in luck, my friend. Keep your eyes peeled. It's Engel month. It's great to see the heritage guitar love here. Yeah, dude. Love the heritage stuff. Where do I set the bass on rectos when I boost them? That depends on a number of things, man. It depends on the overdrive. It depends on the guitar. It depends on the pickups. Depends on the cabinet. Depends on the room. I don't have... Whenever people ask me for my settings, maybe they feel like I'm being a dick, but I never give my settings out because my settings are always different, and it all depends on, many things. Many, many things. Like I always tell you guys, guitar tone is the sum of all parts, and it's not just one static thing. It changes with the environment, it changes with the song, everything. So I don't have preferred settings when it comes to that stuff. Sorry. Ever thought of getting some bare knuckles? You'd love the polymaths and the nail bombs. I've tried a bunch of bare knuckle pickups, man. I don't jive with their overall voicing. I've never found a bare knuckle pickup that I've loved, to be completely honest. They all have great clarity, but they all have something that just doesn't sit right with my ears. I would say the ones that I like the most are the nail bombs. The Alnico nail bomb, probably my favorite. But yeah, I've tried painkillers. I've tried aftermaths. I've tried the juggernauts, Black Dog. What's the Holy Diver? Didn't like any of them. Not that I thought that they were bad. They just didn't sit right with my ears. If I could have a signature guitar made with company, what would I go with? Balaguer. Balaguer, hands down. Balaguer are the homies. They make great stuff. They have a great team. And I would be more than happy to be putting out a signature guitar with Balaguer someday. Have I tried Orville guitars? No, I would love to. But I find all the models and stuff confusing, and the prices have shot up over the last couple of years. So unless I find a crazy deal, probably not going to. Marshall Tippett, love the orange OR30 video. That thing sounded meaner than my ex, bro. Well, your ex must be mean. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it is a mean sounding amp. Tons of low end. Very fat. Definitely requires the right boost and the right cab to tighten it up. But when you get it right, it sounds incredible. Barry, Laney Ironheart. Man, didn't you hit me up for that like a year ago? I'm pretty sure you did. Somebody else bought it, so it's no longer for sale. Have I ever done a video on the Bogner Ecstasy 101B? No, I have not, but I just got one, literally, last week. So you will see that. Thoughts on Hughes and Kettner amps? Never tried one I've liked. Just haven't found one that has a voicing that works for me. Just stuck with Duncan JB59 and happy. Yeah, man. Duncan stuff and Gibson, Duncan and Gibson pickups always jive with me. They're just the sounds that I'm used to. They're very traditionally voiced. Really enjoy them. Ever considered trying the Boss Katana Artist? John Brown from Monuments loved it. I've got the Katana. I thought I had a Katana up here. Oh, I do. It's right there. I've got the Mark II, not the Artist. But yeah, I'll definitely check out the Artist at some point. Would love to check it out. Just can't get with bare knuckles either. I had a set that came with my Steve Stevens model, and they were close, but just didn't cut it. Yeah, man, I think pickups are very personal, regardless of what Glenn Fricker says. Glenn, I'll see you in a week, man. But yeah, I feel like pickups are a very, very personal thing. I do not feel like a humbucker is a humbucker at all. I feel like if you're any sort of serious guitar player, not that I really am, but if you're really into your rig and getting the feel and the sound just right, pickups are very, very important. Have I ever not had a hat on? Yes, there's one video where I show my bald head, and that is my Friedman Runt 50 video. So yeah, that's the only time I've never not had a hat on. But to be fair, even before I went bald, I always wore hats anyways. I'm just a hat guy. So, doesn't really have anything to do with baldness. Has more to do with, I just like wearing hats. Barry Prosser. Yep. I remember. It's all good, man. It's all good. Happens to the best of us. Definitely want to hear the 101B. Most of the 20th anniversaries are 101As. The 101As are supposed to be more open. Yeah, I can't speak to that. This is the first time I've ever had my hands on a Bogner Ecstasy of any sort, so I don't really know, can't really speak to that. But the 101B that I just got, it's a 6L6 model. It's a 20th anniversary model. Sounds incredible, dude. I bought it to flip it. I got a really good price on that and a 2x12 cab. I already sold the 2x12 cab, so I'm into the Ecstasy for something like $2,400 or something, like really, really cheap. I have it up for sale. If somebody wants to pay me $3,000 for it, I will sell it. But for now, I'm happy keeping it. Yeah, I know what Glenn says, man. It's tongue-in-cheek, my friend. The Boss Wazacraft amp was pretty nutty, too. It definitely recommend checking that out. Okay. Will, live streams are great. All right. Resington's heading to dinner. Thanks for hanging out, man. I'm going to give you guys another opportunity. I played the Heritage H150 Custom Core. Super, super cool guitar. But if you guys would like to see me play something with EMGs or with Fishmans, or if you'd like to check out a different pedal, then let me know. $10 super chat. And I'll even go so far as to say we can switch out the amp. If you guys want to hear a different amp, this is really an Engel-centric live stream. But if you guys want to hear a different amp, $20, I'll go get any amp from my collection, and we will riff it through this Engel 2x12 cab and see how it reacts. And that includes the Bogner Uber Ultra. That includes the Bogner Ecstasy 101B. That includes the Mesa Boogie Mark IV. Anything in my collection that you guys know I have, $20 super chat. I will go grab it and we will hook it up to this rig, and I will play a bunch of riffs through it for you. Again, this is just me trying to raise money. I'm being transparent with you guys, so I appreciate all who have donated for the super chat. But yeah, we're gonna play a couple more riffs through this SE until somebody else sends a super chat of $10 and tells me what guitar, what pedal they want, or $20 and tells me what amp they want. All right, so that was the Heritage into the Engel with no pedal. No overdrive pedal whatsoever. That is low output, bright pickups going directly into the amp. And yeah, it did not need, it was a little dry, a little dry. This amp does have a built-in gain boost, which I did have on earlier. So let's kick on that gain boost real quick. It'll be rather gainy. It doesn't act like an overdrive though. It doesn't tighten things up. It actually adds more low end, that gain boost. All right, so yeah, that is adding the gain boost. Like At the Source Studio says, yes, the gain boost does add some low end. Definitely does not cut low end like a traditional overdrive would. But at the same time, the amp kind of doesn't have that much low end. It has a decent amount, but it's not crazy. It's going to depend on the guitar. It's going to depend on the cab. But yeah, I think it can use a little bit of low end anyways. So it's all about getting the right combination of things. All right, so what did I miss? I missed some stuff. Somebody mentioned I should get Streamlabs or something. Super Chat won't show up in your account for months. It shows up the same billing month, so it'll be in my account on the 21st of September, which is just fine with me. But yeah, I do need to look into some different streaming stuff. Anytime I think about it, like, I'll do a live stream and then nobody tunes in. Like, right now, we only got 70 people. For a long time, my live streams were getting like 130, 140 people. So, you know, people say that they really like the live streams and then people don't tune in. So I just don't do them as often. Sean Bowen says, in his opinion, every amp sounds better with an overdrive in front. I'm kind of the same way. Not every amp, but the vast, vast majority of amps sound better with an overdrive in front. Neck angle, I don't know, man. It's pretty flat. Pretty flat. I don't really pay attention to that stuff, man. I'm not a super crazy detailed guy when it comes to guitars. If I pick it up, sounds good, it feels good, and it plays good, I'm a fan. That's all it really takes for me. So I don't get into the nerdy little details of the guitars like I do with the amps. So a lot of the time I can't really help you guys with that stuff. So I apologize. Trying to get better with it though, because I do want to do more guitar reviews. I love amps, guys, but I also love guitars. I've got a huge guitar collection. Some of them really nice. Some of them really, really cheap beaters that I've turned into projects because they were good guitars. I knew the bones were good and I just wanted to make something different out of them. But I love checking out new guitars all the time. Not as exciting as amps, but for me. But I still do really, really enjoy them. So. Yeah, that's the thing is also a lot of the time when I do live streams, it is kind of on me I don't give much of a heads up because usually it's a last minute thing. Today was a last minute thing. I decided to do it just for fun. Just thought it would be cool to hang out with you guys for a little bit. But yeah, that's usually, it's on a whim, because if I want to do a live stream, I have to be in the right mood. I have to be in the right mindset. I have to have the right energy. So if I don't feel that way, or, you know, if I book a couple days ahead of time for a live stream and I don't feel like doing it, like, you know, I hate rescheduling stuff. So that's kind of why I do it the way that I do it, you know? Only have 27 guitars. 27 is still a ridiculous number. All right. So, yeah, we got more and more people tuning out. So let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know if you want me to play a specific guitar, specific boost. If you really want me to go get another amplifier, again, the super chats will go a long way for my European trip, and I really appreciate it. Otherwise, if I don't get any super chats here in a minute for different stuff, I'll probably play a couple more riffs, grab a different guitar, and then I'll call it a day on the live stream, because I've got stuff that I can definitely be doing before I leave. So, which of my boost pedals would be the best to pair with a rev generator? Honestly, man, I don't know. In my opinion, the rev generator does not take boosts very well. It does not seem to interact with overdrive pedals out front. It's one of the few amps that I like better without a boost, actually, just because it does not seem to interact well with overdrive pedals, especially on the purple channel. The purple channel gets really noisy. It gives a lot of feedback, but the purple channel also can get very tight and very aggressive without a boost out front, so I don't necessarily feel like it needs it. Guitar is an E standard. E standard. What are my thoughts on the overdrive and boost on the Line 6 Helix? I don't know, man. It's been like 2 years since I played a Line 6 Helix, and I didn't spend much time with it. Sorry. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Thank you for hanging out. Really appreciate you guys. Am I going to mess with an Engel Savage 120 Mark II today? Not unless somebody super chats me 20 bucks on YouTube. That's the only way I'm switching the amp out. So, otherwise, you guys will just have to wait for the dedicated Engel video. Let's see what's going on here. So what do we got going on YouTube? Please play and drop C, please. Would appreciate it if you shot me a super chat, my friend. That's what the show's about. If you want to hear me play and drop C, I will grab a guitar and drop C. But the whole show is basically just trying to raise money for my European trip. So if you guys want to see something, hit up that super chat. I would really appreciate it. You were down to 39 guitars, just pre-ordered the Badlands. Yeah, I think I saw Phil post that earlier today. That thing, not my speed whatsoever. But, yeah, it's cool guitar if that's what you're after, for sure. It's definitely interesting. Put that on standby. I do not have any Jackson Kellys or Warriors. I do have a Rhodes Silverburst Jackson V with EMGs in it, though. That is, it's actually the only Jackson guitar that I own at the moment. I have a Scott ENV, so that's a lie. But, yeah. Hey, would you look at that? All right, so we got the super chat. The man wants to see drop C. I will go grab a guitar that is tuned to drop C. That's how it works, my friends. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, if you guys want to see that Jackson V with the EMGs in it, again, hit up that super chat. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys to all those who are donating and supporting the channel. Yeah, all right. I'm going to do it anyways. It's not 10 bucks, but that's okay. I'm a man of the people. So, I'll be right back, guys. Going to grab a drop C guitar. All right, guys, drop C guitar has been acquired. We got the Balaguer Espada with ferrule pickups here. I've been absolutely loving this guitar. Absolutely loving it. Thank you for the super chat, William. I appreciate you, my friend. All right, so let's see how this thing sounds to drop C. All right, man, this, in my opinion, man, most of the angled stuff does better in drop tunings. It's just got such a raw, mid-forward, and focused voicing. Does really, really well in the drop stuff. And that was the amp with no boost pedal out front. It's got absolutely no boost going on. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn off the gain boost, and I'm going to kick in an actual overdrive in front of it and see how it handles that. And I'm also going to turn up the noise gate. All right, so that was the amp, no gain boost on, overdrive out front. Let's kick the gain boost on, leave the overdrive out front, and let's pull that gain back a little bit. This will give us a little bit more of a low end push. All right, dude, I'm really liking that. That sounds really chunky. Got a nice clanky percussive thing going on with the low end. I'm a fan. I think that sounds great. This guitar, that boost, the amp, the cab, everything was working really well together. So yeah, thanks for the super chat, man. That was Drop C. Really appreciate the super chat, appreciate the support. William Mason, I'm not sure what that $2 was for. Did you have a question? Have I been hearing any problems or issues with the 6505 1992? No, man. Haven't heard anything. I don't know how many people actually have them in their hands, though. I haven't really been seeing people post about them or anything like that. I know Steven at Metalhead Productions had an issue with his input jacks being too tight. Like the clip on the input jack would push his cable out. Really weird, really odd problem. But apparently he got it rectified. I think he got a replacement amp, and I think he said good things about it after that. But those are the only issues I've heard. Jerry at FJA Modifications tried to say that the 65 1992 was a piece of crap. He did a take apart, said the transformers were smaller, which they are. But also there's some science behind that, because you don't have to basically like wind them as big as you used to in order to get the same output out of them. I don't know. John at PV explained it to me. So basically, like Jerry, it kind of sucks because, you know, Jerry's always been cool to me, but I'm not cool with somebody purposely slandering a brand or a product just because they have a bias towards it. And that's exactly what was going on. Thought that was really lame, actually. So, yeah, for all intents and purposes, man, I did a video where I compared the 1992 original to 3 other models of the, you know, USA-made PVs, and there was, like, virtually no difference in sound, virtually no difference in feel. They all sounded incredible. So, not a big fan of stuff like that. What do I prefer, the Ironball or the Fireball 25? I prefer the Fireball 25 for sure. I like the Ironball. I think it sounds nasty. Sounds really good, but I prefer the simplicity, and I prefer the headroom and the low-end response, especially of the Fireball 25. They're not crazy different when you compare them back to back. You guys will see that once I release the video comparing them back to back. They're not all that different from each other, but they definitely do have their differences. So the Ironball is a little bit more modern, a little bit more, I don't know how to say it, a little bit more stringy, a little bit brighter up top, but that's it, you know. Overall, they've definitely got that Engel thing going on for sure. James says, greetings from Bohemia. That's really cool, man. Greetings to you as well. We got 105 likes, guys. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. And at this time, I'm going to wrap up requests, guys. I had fun hanging out with you. We got 70-some people here on the live stream. It's your last chance to request something, last chance to drop a super chat to see, you know, anything that you want. Different guitar, different pedals. And like I said, $20 super chat. I will hook up a completely different amp through this badass Engel 2x12 cab. Anything in my collection. So to everybody that's already donated and supported, I really appreciate it. But we're going on around an hour, I think. So I think it's about time to wrap it up, especially because nobody else has dropped super chat for a suggestion in a minute. Doku Life says, what's up, Kyle? Loving the Triple X I got off you a while back. Awesome, man. Glad that you're digging it. The PV Triple X, one of my favorite amplifiers. Really cool. And I always love hearing that people enjoy the stuff when they get it from me. So super cool. Thanks for dropping in and letting me know, man. Triple X is a monster. Do I think they'll do a Savage 25 mini head? I don't know, to be honest. I have no idea. They could. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I really don't have any information. I have information on something that's coming out sometime soon, but as far as something like that, a Savage 25, I have no idea. No idea. You can recommend Engel cabs to cat owners thanks to the middle grate. Understood. You can play Fireball 25 at home, even with full wattage. Yeah, the Fireball 25 definitely has great volume scaling. So, anybody else? Anybody else with a request? Let me know. Last chance. Last call. Clyde Broadway says, question mark, question mark, question mark. So best high gain amp, lunchbox head, question mark, question mark. Clyde, I'm going to guess that you are over the age of 40. I don't know, man. It's subjective. I think the Fireball 25 is my favorite one that I've tried so far for the reasons that I mentioned in the video. It's got massive headroom, massive low end. It's plenty loud enough to hang in a band setting. And I like the voicing. I like the voicing of the Fireball series overall. One of my favorite amps, period. So Fireball 25 would probably have to be it for me. Sean says, have fun in Europe, Kyle. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, if you guys, if you're just tuning into the live stream, the reason we're doing this is because I'm leaving for Europe tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. I'm hopping on a flight, heading over there with my fiance. We're going to travel around, and then I am going to 42 Gear Street with Henning Pauly and a bunch of other YouTubers. So that's why I'm doing this live stream, to hang out with you guys and, basically send myself off, right? I guess that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound good. And just trying to raise a little bit of money. That's what the super chats are for. We've already raised $100 today. Really appreciate it. It's going to help me pay for at least 1 or 2 hotels while I'm over there. So yeah, that's a couple of nights of my stay covered. Appreciate the support, guys. Very, very much. Thank you. Jeff M, just at the last minute, Jeff M comes in with a super chat. Thank you very much, man. He says, have an awesome trip. Love the channel. No requests from me. If you want to swap something, it's up to you. All right, cool, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so, all right. Yeah, cool, man. Thank you. Thank you guys for the support. This is crazy. Over $100 raised today. It's going to go a long way for my trip. Really appreciate you guys. He says that I can choose something that I want. So, man, you're the man. I'm going to choose something different real quick. Let me see. What do I have behind me? All right, I got this old Korean Ibanez with EMGs. I think we can switch back to the regular camera now. Oh, God. Almost wiped out fluff style. All right, so real quick, let me switch over to my main camera. There's the main camera. So, boom. All right, now we've got better video quality. Barry, dude, thank you for the super chat. You guys rule. Thank you very much. Very, very much appreciate it. Seriously, $130 now. Very cool. Thank you guys for the support. I really, really appreciate all you guys helping me out. Like I said, it goes a long way. So thank you. Boom. This is the guitar that we're playing. I picked up this Ibanez off of Facebook Marketplace. It's an old SZ320. Somebody swapped out the pickups for EMG 8185. This thing is a boat anchor. Super heavy. These are old Korean set neck guitars. Super, super good value. Came with a case. I bought it for $150. Don't know that I'll keep it. I honestly bought it to flip it, but it's turning out to be a really sick guitar that I'm enjoying, and I'm kind of thinking that it would just be a good studio hanger if anybody wants to play something with EMGs. It's a really good sounding and playing guitar. Perfecto de Castro. Ibanez is a brand I've never Ibanez is a brand I've never cared about. That's how I would finish that sentence. How about you, Perfecto? Thanks for hanging out, by the way, man. I will see you very soon. I should go for another 30 minutes. Hey, man, if you guys want to keep super chatting, I will go for as long as you want me to go. Otherwise, I do have to finish packing. I've got to film one more video, maybe 2 more videos before I leave. So my time is limited. I'm leaving my house at 5 a.m. tomorrow. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah, let's plug this baby in. All right, so that's interesting. It definitely did not sound like that when I plugged it in downstairs. I have no idea what the heck that was. It's got some sort of weird, like, sympathetic resonance or feedback going on that's not good sounding. If I were to pick a main lunchbox head for an alpha woof, knocked loose type sound, what would I go with? My opinion. My first choice would definitely be a 5150 350 watt, but if I had to do a lunchbox head, Fireball 25. Fireball 25 gets it done, man. That amp sounds great, it has plenty of headroom, especially for the lower tunings. Yeah. What rig will I bring tomorrow? I'm not bringing any rigs with me. I can't backpack with a guitar rig, unfortunately. That's you saying that caught. That's right. That's right. I forgot. In the mirror guitar. Jimmy Biter with the $40 super chat. Thank you very much, dude. Very much appreciate you. Yeah, the guitar sounds microphonic. It did not sound like that when I plugged it in downstairs, so I'm going to have to do a little troubleshooting with that. Hopefully it's not the pickup, because this has the old school block logo EMGs in it. Not that I want to start another internet rumor, but those old block logo EMGs just sound better to my ears. But yeah, Jimmy, do you want me to play anything particular? Any requests or anything? I really appreciate the super chat, dude. Thank you very, very, very much. Very much. James says, don't know if you read my message earlier. How different modern metal tone compared to 80s tone? I read it, dude, but everybody replied to you in the comments and gave you good answers. So, yeah. Refer to those answers. Modern metal, very mid-heavy, not a lot of low end, not a lot of gain. 80s stuff is, you know, pretty gained out, scoopy in the mids, bright up top, saggy in the bottom. Can I play Painkiller? No, I cannot. Don't know how to play it. Sorry, dude. Why would I play Ibanez when there's ESP? That's a good question, man. I'm definitely more of an ESP LTD guy over Ibanez. Yeah. This guitar is good, though. Like, when I was playing it, it sounded really, really good earlier, so I'm not sure what's going on with the microphonics. It may just be this room. This room is noisy, too. Could be something like that. I don't know. So, we'll switch over to this LTD with Alnico 2 Pro pickups. These pickups I did not expect to sound so damn good, but Alnico 2 Pros absolutely rip for the metal stuff. That's when I know I haven't been playing a guitar enough, when the switch gets janky like that. All right, so last couple questions, then I'm out of here, guys. Thank you very much to everybody that's hung out. Thank you to everybody that donated. This guitar has Seymour Duncan Alnico 2 Pros in it. No JBs. Alnico 2 Pros. If you do want to buy it, it is for sale. $650. EC1000T. It's a good deal. I don't know why nobody's bought it yet. Do I like the amp? Absolutely. Really, really like the amp. Getting great tones out of it. I really like this Engel 212 Pro cabinet. The front-loaded speakers in this thing, super, super punchy. Engel cabs are the most overbuilt cabs on the planet, and that includes more so than Engel, or what? More so than Mesa. Everybody says Mesa cabs are overbuilt. Engel cabs are even more so, in my opinion. They're extremely heavy, super, super solid feeling cabinets. This is no exception. This cab feels really heavy, which is actually kind of a detriment, because when you're getting a 212 cab, you kind of want it to be lighter than a 412, but this thing's got some weight to it. But it sounds really, really good, really punchy, really fat for a 212 cab. Nobody would notice that you're playing through a 212 and not a 4x12 if they couldn't see it. Yeah. So what else did I miss? Somebody was saying ESPs are expensive. Yeah, man, that's the nature of some brands. Some brands are more expensive than others. If you don't want to pay that for it, then yeah, I totally get it. But I'm personally taking an ESP over a made in Japan Ibanez any day of the week without even thinking about it. So it really all depends, you know. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for me today, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up. Just trying to see if I missed any other questions. Engel 412 XXL is over 60 kilograms. It's called the hernia maker. Yeah, man. I've never actually picked up an Engel XXL cab, but I gotta imagine that they're ridiculous, because my regular Engel 412 Pro is really, really heavy. So at one point, Engel was talking about sending me that XXL cab, hoping that they do still. It's a cab I've wanted in my collection for a long, long time. So I'll have to talk to Jurgen about that when I'm out at Sweetwater. But yeah, man, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Seriously, really appreciate it. All the support. Raised $170 today, so really appreciate everybody who donated and who asked me to play some stuff. Hope that you guys enjoyed the Engel amp. Hope that you enjoyed the Engel cab. And hope that you enjoyed my sloppy riffing. So, yeah, it's going to do it for me today, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you in 2 days for another Engel video. Take care.